Hello, it is Lord Haywire. I'm streaming some 2D 4X this fine morning. I guess it's a fine morning. It is kind of nice and sunny outside. Um, 2D 4X is an open source 2D 4X video game that I am streaming my creation, almost 99% of it. Occasionally I work on stuff offline, but it's pretty rare. I try to stream everything while I'm also learning how to develop in Godot .Net, the C# version of Godot. I came over from Unity. Been doing this for a while, but still don't know anything about anything. So we have been working on research, and we have a research panel here with these three things. We can assign a researcher, Ashley Griffin. She's a hero. Wind, how's it going? I don't know about fast action. Man, I really do need to make this little panel here darker, I think. I saw another person with it. I think they were using the same app that I use, and they had it up here. Maybe it'd be better to be up there. I don't know. What was I doing? I was, so we need to write this. So researching it currently, you can assign a hero, or we can build this thing called a research office. Man, is that like let's see, it's nighttime for you. Is that like a nightly thing, the sauna? Because I think you've said you just got out of the sauna another time too. So this is like a hero class, and then we were gonna build this research office. So we'll build this. This will only take a second, and it will take a day or so. I have all of the numbers set to be very low for our testing. In reality, it would take like a week or so. I want like some of these earlier buildings to take about a week to be built, but right now it's like one day, and it already is assigned this person. I wonder why this person. Wow, they're very loyal too. So they're working there, and this is the part of the research that we're on. Oh, this is already done. Oh, it's because I assigned the hero researcher. So I actually don't think that this is. Let's restart here. I actually don't think, and let's make this research take a little longer because it's too fast right now, too low. Let's see here. What were we researching? It was basic storage. It actually doesn't do anything right now either. We probably should change that. Let's put this as 100, so it'll be easier for testing. And I think, so this is I actually just dawned on me. I don't actually think the research office is applying research to this thing. But we will, because your population also researches just on its own. And I noticed earlier, right before I started streaming, I did a little test, and I was like, wait, this thing's going up very slow, and when you assign a hero, it goes up very fast, so it should be like a similar speed. So we're going to assign nobody yet. We're going to build this research office, and we're going to go to here. 8 p.m. It is 10 a.m. here. All right, so that should be done, and there should be, yeah, so there we got that notification. So if we look here, this is done. There's already been a worker assigned. And then the thing is, though, we need to put this in. Let me look on my list here. So I have a project that, and I went through this actually this morning and rearranged some stuff. People shouldn't be assigned to the research office if no research is assigned. We got a problem here. You know, the weekends are nice for me. I would like to not work anymore. I keep looking at like my 401k and my Social Security and being like, Jesus Christ, I'm gonna have to work till I'm 70. Okay, so we need to change it so this person's working at the research office, but we haven't assigned any research. Oh wait, that's not gonna work. No, that's how it is right. We get out of here. Delete. I guess we'll just close it. It'll make it feel like we we accomplished something. Create the issue, close the issue. So what it's gonna there's gonna be a notification at the top that you have like idle researchers, and if you have a research office. So I already put that in last time. Not the code, but the thing that we got to do that. So we got to assign this person though. See, we got 8 points from just the local people just automatically researching, and so this is Douglas Robinson, and they've been assigned. And now let's see if this is actually going to do. We're always going to get some. See, we only got 2 because it's a roll. It's like a random roll to see if they get stuff. That doesn't feel quite right though. We got 8 the first time. And 2, well, what day is it? 2 days have passed. They should get. These are the different counties. What's this person's name? What are these people's names? I'm gonna move this over here. Roger, he's not on our list. Howard, he's not on our list. Oh, I guess I have these. Portland should be our group here. Joyce is, Aaron is. So these 2 researched. Let's go back a little bit. I'm always like double checking my work. So they must be rolling badly. I think it's a check they get. It's under globals here. They'll get 1 or 2. So they had 8 there on the first day. They must have rolled. So there was 2 people. Let's see. On the first day, which includes day 0, there was 2 people. And so the most they could have gotten was 4. And then the next day there was 2 people. So 2 days passed and they must have rolled really good. Not really good, but rolled somewhat good. Lord Mac, how's it going? So I think, and then they rolled badly the final time. But I actually don't think our researcher that we assigned applied any research. That's what I think is happening here. But that's easy. We can fix that. Wrong button. Yeah, I don't think he's applying research. So there's 2 things we got to do. We have to have the research building apply research, and then we have to stop them from researching when it's maxed out, when the research that's been assigned. So when this gets to 100, they need to stop researching, and it doesn't do that currently. We're gonna have to do something about that. That button doesn't work when that screen's open. We should cover it up. Like, I think this one covers it up. No, it doesn't cover it up. I thought I made one that covered that up. Yeah, like that one. We should cover up this top bar, except you kind of need to see the top bar. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Now 100 seems like a lot, especially because, well, let's fix the one thing first. So this is on the county level. I already put this in here, but we also need something. We could put it right here. People working at, person working at research office needs to generate research. All right, and I'll put that on my list as well. And then we're pretty close. I keep saying that. Person needs to generate. Didn't I have that? Didn't I write that this morning before I started? No. Person needs to generate research points if they are working at a research office. I actually put that in the wrong place. I guess this will be first before we do the other thing. Man, this is back to the sauna thing. I know they're very different, but I always wanted to own a pool, and then I took a pool safety class at my work because just everyone had to take it. For if you own a pool, and it looked like such a disastrous pain in the ass that I changed my mind about owning a pool. Even though this is a dream, not like something I was going to actually do. Was this running the whole time? I guess it was. All right, we don't need that up right now. And I put this down here, but it shouldn't be a day start. This should be at day end, should be here. And then we don't. That is not there. Check for research buildings and they see if their assigned research is done. This is actually, did I put this in here? It should be under probably workday over. I wonder if we should put that in there. What does our little thing say? Just curious. I gotta remember everything that I did last weekend. Remember? I guess just remember. Let's build our county improvement. That takes like a day. And then assign a researcher. And then see what they're doing. I don't think it's going to say anything yet. No, it does say research. Okay, so there is a way we can do this. There's two different ways we can do this. So they have an activity that is going to say research. Their activity is researcher's office. So we can do this where we add an activity here, and and this is probably actually where we should do it to keep it cleaner. We would put a new one of these in here, and if it says research, it would do a skill check, and it would assign their research. Yeah, we should put it here. And I should probably, in that comment, make it say that this includes scavenging, building, working, and that's in idle. So in the United States, if a kid, I guess it doesn't have to be a kid, if anyone gets in your pool and drowns, it's on the pool owner. And so even if you build a fence around your pool and they climb over the fence and they drown, it's on the pool owner. So that's why, and I didn't know that was why every pool has a fucking fence around it in the United States. So when I was younger, I grew up in San Diego. There's tract homes everywhere, which are like building, they're HOAs, but they're also what is the name of that shit? There's another name besides tract home. Basically, they're the same house. They have like 4 different models, and they plop down these 4 different models, and all those places have pools. And so we would just break in and swim there. There is this particular one. It was locked, but if you pulled it really hard, you could open it. Right? And so people would just, it was very loud, but you know, if anyone saw you climbing the fence, they would call like the HOA security and then chase you off. But if you walked up to this particular one, it just pulled really hard. It would pop open and make a big loud noise, but you'd just be like, oh, like you belong there. And then they would let you swim in there. um, I think you'd want to shoot them first before they got into the pool. Like if they were climbing the fence, it's probably you could shoot them and you'd be okay. I'm pretty sure. It depends what state you're in. If you're in Texas, you could shoot them and everyone around and you'd be okay. But yeah, I don't have Oregon what the stand your ground laws are. Landmines, no. So odd that you mentioned it. I look. In the United States, no booby traps are allowed. They're illegal in all forms. No type of booby trap. And the reason is because you can accidentally hit the wrong person. Like you could get the mailman with it or something. So any type of, so if you see anything like I see on Reddit occasionally, they're like, oh, set up this thing that will pepper spray, you know, like it has a laser. You walk and it pepper sprays somebody. That's so illegal. You can't have any type of booby traps. So let's see here. Yeah, we'll put this in here. Let's put this back. I'm gonna move this to my other screen here, just so temporarily we can put up here. Yeah, see, like I have part of it. Let's just say that checks scavenging, building, working, and researching, and idle. Then we can put this back over here. Come here. And I think this was actually pinned and we want it. I'm trying to keep this organized, I think here. Joker, how's it going? Facial recognition traps. I don't think that's legal. I don't think any traps are, because it's still not good enough. It can accidentally get to the wrong person. Facial trap. I think that's a different thing. All right, so let's add in. Let's move this thing to. It's under county. Let's get rid of this. Where it actually generates resources for work. Scavenging. I think generating research, building, and research is actually a better way to put it than just checks, because we need to know that it's doing something. ED 209 to patrol the. Is that from? Oh, you said right there. That's that. That's the Ed, the big robot. Yeah, I don't know how robots will play into it. Whoops. In the future, like how that will that count as a booby trap? Because they can accidentally attack the wrong person. You know, dogs attack the wrong people all the time, but I guess that's okay. All right, so we're gonna go to here. We're gonna add in. I don't know what order this is in. I think this is actually in the order that it. I guess it doesn't really matter. We'll put research at the end though. Activities, research. And we'll put in our break now. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of laws about that stuff. I always feel like the legal stuff, especially for computer things, is way behind. Like I feel like it takes a long time for legislation to figure out what's going on. And then when they're so old, a lot of them, that they don't understand it at all. So we're gonna do a skill check. I kind of feel like I did this last time. Here's a skill check for research. Add hero research. Okay, that should be there, but it's in a different spot. I guess I could have searched for research. Sorry, I'm laughing at just because AI is so bad right now. Um, okay, so that's a rifle experience. I guess, yeah, we could have checked for research, but we're done anyways. Um, so this is going to go into here. And it's pretty obvious what this does, but maybe I'll put this here. And then we're going to go skill, data, check, learning, county population, comma, county population, skills. It's a long thing. County population, current improve. Whoops. That's not what we want. We want all enums, skills, research, and I guess that's all we need. Looking at that other one. And then I think, yeah, we'll keep it slow. I was thinking maybe we'll do it fast for testing reasons, but no, we'll do it. We'll keep it slow here. What did I do to make this? Let's make this match. This looks right. Spray somebody with like acid, like LSD type of acid, not acid. Yeah, that would be. Oh, I wonder if we should have the check right here. Why did I feel like last week, and this was like a big topic of discussion in my brain, like how this was going to work? It seems pretty straightforward today. Okay, so here is we need one more step. This is just if they learn their skills. This is not checking to see if they, this is just if they learn research skill. What we need to have in here, I guess this could be right here for now until I've actually written this. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. I have cameras on my property, and like I have like with the doorknob thing, and then I have one over my garage. And my neighbors a couple of times have asked if it works as a deterrent, and I was surprised that that was. I got them more for. It's a long story, but more curiosity to see what's going on than as a deterrent. And my neighbors thought we're hoping it would be a deterrent. It is not a deterrent. I don't know if people just don't see the cameras. They're pretty obvious. Or they just don't give a shit. I had one guy who was obviously some drunk dude who just wanted to find a place to take a piss. And he was hanging out on my front porch for a while. I don't think he ever saw the camera, but like a car was passing, and that made him run off. So yes, I don't think it's a deterrent. People maybe they just assume you don't have cameras. I don't know. I would assume everyone has cameras at this point. So was I putting this in the banker? I was trying to keep this apart. I was thinking about this after I streamed last time. Look, the learning checks inside this one. And then it's outside the other ones. Where the fuck was that? It was under population AI. For scavenging, it's inside. Building, it's inside. Yeah. See, and I put a note in here. But then these ones have it outside. It's fucking stupid. I need some brain warm up anyways before I start getting my coding going. So discussion works as brain warm up. It's, Saturday morning. I did sleep in for an extra hour. I generally wake up at 7 when my alarm, like the same time my work alarm goes off. So originally the banker was going to be something that, well, what do we got in here? There was anything that was added or subtracted, like the banker, money, it counted things. That's what it was. And it still does that. And we have hero research in here. I guess we'll add it into the banker. I was taking everything out, but then it was getting too long. And then I was thinking after I streamed last time, like, who gives a shit if it's too long? But we'll keep going. The new one, it was 9 out of 10. That's a pretty good. I think we're going to try to make this static. Add research, office, research. We are going to need a faction data, but we don't have a faction data at that point. All we have is a county population, which also, well, I mean, the county population has the faction data. So let's do, what does this thing do? Okay, so this is add hero research is kind of not what this does. I mean, it does add it, but it also does more. This should probably be check, look for. I thought this was just one, it was just one little method that just added the research, but it does not. It actually goes through all of the heroes. All heroes in the whole thing. Check for hero research. Let's copy this. Let's cut this. Let's use that summary thing. I'm using that summary thing all over the place now. What the fuck is this? Get out of here. What have we done here? There we go. We don't need this. There we go. Then here, this is just add. We are just going to be adding this in. And we're going to need a faction data, like I said. Faction data. And we're actually not going to return shit. We're just going to do it. I don't think we're going to return anything. Do we have a globals? Oh, this is 10? This is a lot. No wonder that was happening so fast when I had the hero researcher assigned to it. This is too high, but that's okay. So I was talking with my friend last weekend or the weekend before about Marvel movies and how, Basically, it's the same topic. I'm sure you've heard this topic that Marvel movies have ruined movies, like that they don't make movies like they used to. You know that whole thing. But I have a feeling that they do make movies like they used to. We just don't hear about them. This is my new theory because it's much easier to make a movie now. Like you have the equipment. You don't have to use film for one. Like film is expensive. You can film a movie on your fucking iPhone. You know, it might be a piece of trash, but I have a feeling we just don't how it's marketed. But also like in the good old days being 20 years ago. Um, Word of mouth was like the main way you would hear about movies. Um, there wasn't like Rotten Tomatoes. It was just like your friend told you about a movie, and if it was, or you would go to like a Blockbuster and wander around. Um, and I just don't think we hear about them. The indie movies that we're comparing to like the indie movies of the past. Um, that's my theory, at least. Yeah, exactly. Like, so you can make a movie like it. The good old day, like I said, I've said this before in the past that I used to really be into movies. I actually worked at Blockbuster when I was 18, um, in another video store called something, can't remember. It went out of business. Um, but there was a lot of movies that were coming out then, and it would be easier now to make those same crappy movies because there's a lot of crappy movies. Um, these days you can, yeah. Um, so I'm wondering with this research, I guess he's set to research. I'm thinking that we maybe needed it to be, um, I think I'm overthinking this. I was thinking that maybe we need the actual office to do the research, but we don't need that. Um, we need to know. Maybe this part is what I was thinking about. Um, yeah, see, and like Instagram is another thing that like another way that you could hear about movies. But like I said, I don't think like the indie movies that we think don't get made anymore. I think they do. We just don't hear about them because we're flooded with other stuff. A movie could be made with my live streams. It'd be a bad movie. It'd be a very boring bad movie, but totally could. Um, so this one, we do know. We're gonna have to pass in the county population. That's what's more the county population we're gonna need. Are we assigning? I feel like we're not assigning this. So this is at the end of hero research. And we'll be able to use this. We'll be able to use this in like a couple of minutes. This sets their shit to, yeah, yeah. Okay, and then we have assigned research. Yeah, we'll be able to use that in a second. But that's not what we're looking for here. Okay, so that's the list, that little pull down list. This is just, what is this? Generate assigned researchers. That's for the pull down list. But is it assigning? It looks like it must be because we're using it right here. Okay, here it is. Select researcher. So when you select the researcher, it assigns them their current research thing. Um, That no Ethan, but yeah. Um, yes, that's what it would be called, except it, um, um, drill instructor instead of dependency injection. All right, so this one does get assigned there. So the problem being, when are we assigning this thing? Because we're doing it. We're doing it somewhere. I don't know how anyone keeps track of all this shit. Maybe they don't. So this is definitely because we went in. No, wrong button. They're set as research. It must be, it's when I search for this, though. This probably we can get rid of because we don't do it that way anyways. It says it's not there. I don't believe it. I don't believe it that it's not here. Oh, this is all, no, all text. We're searching for the wrong thing here. We want, oh, that's so old that this is the old text way. All enums. What the fuck, man? It's not all capitals. It is. Research. Jesus Christ. Okay, so we're updating this. When this gets assigned, we automatically update this. And then if it's null, we automatically... That's nice that that works. Yeah, but I don't even know if there is a decline in movies. I would need like to know how many movies. I would need more data, and that's the problem with everything. I feel like at this point, we're making these guesses. So I was playing Battle Tech, and in that game you have different. If you've never played it, it's a turn-based game. And you have these different mechs, you know, and you can adjust the mechs. You can take their weapons off and do all sorts of shit to them. And so I have this one mech. The thing fucking sucks, right? As I'm playing it, I'm just like, I hate this fucking thing. I have four mechs, and of them, this one is just notoriously shitty. Never can hit anything. Never can do anything. And so I decide I'm going to take all of its weapons off and switch out all of its gear, you know, yeah, because this fucking thing sucks. And then I'm like, oh, when I'm done with this battle, I'll do all that because this thing sucks. And then that battle, it just destroys everything. It just kills. It hits every time, and it just destroys. And then I'm like sitting there, and I'm like, what data do I have that this thing sucks besides me sitting there looking at it and thinking it sucked? Like, I don't have like a hit miss ratio percentage somewhere. I don't have any data to prove it except for my eyes saying like, oh, I hate this thing. And I kind of feel like that's how we're at with like 90% of everything that we try to talk about and just in life. I'm talking about not just in my streams, but just in life. Like, we need like hard data to look at things and see what the, like, how many movies were made, how many, you know, whatever views did they get. But then even views are suspect because it could be just a bunch of bots. And I do think that like there are a ton of bots out there. But yeah, I also think that probably movies outside the United States it's probably having a renaissance because once again technology. Ticket sales. Well, the thing is that you can release movies that don't go to the movie theater now, though, and that's like part of the thing where I'm talking about with like any movies that you just wouldn't know about. Um, there could be an amazing bunch of indie movies that we don't hear about that are like hosted on some dude's website. You know, the director's website could be hosting it, and we would just never know about it because it's all marketing. Um, all right, so that thing works. I can't believe that this thing that getter setter is set that way and it works. I mean, it seems like I would have gotten rid of it at this point, but it seems to have worked. So when that thing's assigned, which is when we click the button, it changes their shit. So we know their shit's changed. It's going to hit this research thing down here. We can go back to my banker thing that I was working on, and we can go, so we know it's current, the research at this point, so we can, we'll call this add research points for office. Maybe that's not. I'm going to put the 4 in there, though. There is a ton of incentive. There's a ton of, like, I heard that, like, that Rotten Tomato isn't even actually reliable anymore because of it's been the film companies have figured out how important it is, then they just make up some bullshit. It's the same too with like video games where, people are obviously adjusting the Steam reviews. It's all, people have all figured, I mean, it took surprisingly long time to figure out that you just get a bunch of bots to upvote you. So with this, we should be able to go, but we're going to need an amount in here. And this is going to take a skill check. The fuck are we doing down here with this bool? Okay, so we actually can use some of this. But we'll leave the check learning over in that other area. I think I'm going to move all of the check learning out of, because they have some of it inside and some of it. So we're going to do a skill check. And then we pass in the attribute that is linked to research, and false is because this is a tens, not a 1. We're going to increase, if it passes the increase research or research, this should be like that bonus research thing. Yeah, so this is, they always get the 10, and then they'll get 1d4. 1d3, I think, is actually what this is. Yeah, it's 1d3, which is weird. So that actually is partially written already. This part can go away. Not yet. Increase researcher research. Yeah, it actually already knows. It's already checking in there. And do a check learning and check learning. Okay, well, if that's the case, since that's already built in there, I guess I will take this out. But we'll put in this other thing. Check learning is done in banker dot what the fuck did I call this thing? I guess it would auto-populate itself if I wasn't in a comment. Oh, I forgot an H in there. Yeah, it is too high, and it's, You know, I think we might have talked to this, we as in me and chat, about Steam review bombing. I was talking with one of my friends recently, and he was like, people shouldn't do that. And I was like, I don't know. I kind of think they should. If you don't like something that happened in a game, you should review it badly. Um, and I think there's probably a difference between, we were talking about Helldiver 2. It's getting, or it was, I don't know if it still is, review bombed because they nerfed some weapons. And I kind of agree with that. Like, I don't give a shit that they nerfed flames and with I don't know what the name of the actual gun is. We have a nickname for it, but they nerfed this flame shotgun. I can't remember what it's called, the Devastator or something. Um, and that upset a bunch of people. And it kind of like, I don't know. I kind of like, if your favorite gun got nerfed, why is it bad that you go and tell the developers? I don't know. But then there's also like the coordinated things where they're just making shit up to downvote, to review bomb stuff. That's like there's two different types. I don't know. It's a weird thing that that's even a thing now. Joker. Sometimes I feel like that's me. Oh yeah, yeah. There's somebody on my YouTube channel said that he's writing a review based on what he saw on my YouTube channel for a video game. And I thought that was strange. Like, shouldn't you play the game yourself if you're writing a review about a game? I mean, it's nice of him to use my gameplay. Like, he wasn't gonna like point me out or anything. He was just saying that he was able to write a review because of my gameplay. But what happens if I was playing it wrong the whole time? You know what I mean? Like, or what happens if I missed one giant button or something? Like, it just seems like you should play the game yourself to make a review. Yeah, there's a lot of weird. There is a lot of weird stuff that goes on with Steam, but I kind of don't. I kind of can understand the Helldivers 2, your favorite gun got nerfed, downvote thing. I don't know. I'm not like, I've never done a Steam review. I do sometimes do the button, there's a button for where on the review where you can say like, was it helpful or not? I do click that sometimes if the review's dumb, especially when they're just like meme reviews. Like those should be banned. Meme reviews should definitely be banned. Or if they're doing a review bomb and the review, the negative or positive review is like one word. If it says trash, okay, that word's okay. But if it's just like some weird meme word, just to get that shouldn't be allowed. Like they got to put some time into it. But yeah, I don't know. It's how do you make the developers understand that or see anything? Yeah. But see that review, if it was five out of 5, it has waifus, I don't know how to pronounce that word, could actually be important to someone. What did I call that thing? Research. Okay, it wasn't in the banker. No, it was in the banker. I must have made it private though. No, I made it public. Oh, I put the word ad in front. I didn't save it. Where are we at here? Banker. Do we not have a banker? No, we have a banker. I don't know what's going on there. County population. What else do you want? Oh. Oh, I didn't make it static was the problem. We have a static one. I wish I could make that static, huh? What are we returning on this one? We're not returning jack shit. Why did it want me to return something? Oh, because I didn't put void in there. Jesus Christ. Earlier, I didn't put void in there. I just had public static, and that's why I was like, no, you got to return something. Here we go. We're all fine now. Person working at research office generates research. Learning is done there. And then that goes to that. I just thought of a problem with this that may not be a problem. Okay, good. I was worried that we're checking the hero list too, because the hero list has its own shit going on. I'm back to the reviews too. The Discord is really a bane on video games, like video game conversations, because you can't search it, and so you have to join their Discord. And I know I've complained about this before, but it's becoming more. I feel like more of a problem. I think it's going to be another. There's all these things. The internet's dead, but it's the fact you have to have this app, and then you can't search. You can search shittily inside the app for you've joined their Discord for issues that you've had. Like, it'd be so much easier if everything was just an open forum that you could search with Google. You know what I'm going to do here is I'm going to also, I feel like I forgot something, but this is it. This is like already all pre-written because I wrote it at a different time. Oh, I was going to say, I already have this in here too. I'm going to put this in the event log though for right now. Maybe not forever. We'll put the same thing in here. I mean, a $sign here. I guess I could have just copied that whole thing here. I did see I forget what game it was. A review bomb that wasn't working, but it was a lot of one work, like too woke. That's 2 words, but like woke, too woke. And I thought that was kind of funny. Like, that shit's dumb. But who's the judge of what's dumb, right? That's always what it comes back to. Who gets to judge this shit? It's weird, too, because I've never heard anyone in real life use the word woke, but the internet seems to love the word woke. All right, so we have this. I'm going to double check. I still feel like I'm forgetting something here. We check a skill check for research. They get their attribute bonus. It's passed in here, and then this increases the researcher research. That's that. I guess I could put a summary in here. Check, do a skill check of the person working at the research office and increase the research. Includes skill learning. Okay. Yeah, I'm using this summary thing all the time. It's great. Because when I'm lazy, I can just hover over the goddamn thing, and it will tell me, do a check, skill check, do one. Sounds terrible. So that will cover that part. I guess we should run in and see what happens, and then maybe I'll take a break. I'm like 5 minutes early though. Um, we gotta build this thing. You know what? Let's do this. I have a checkbox. Um, I guess I don't have any checkboxes for. Do I? I guess I don't. Nothing's completed. There's no county improvements. I guess there's none. We probably could change one of those numbers, but it should probably just be a checkbox like I have on the research, so that I don't have to do this. We don't have to build this. It comes built, pre-built. We have 0 idle people. Okay, so this person's working at their research office, but they don't have any research assigned yet. Uh, Margaret Kelly. Amount of research done 28. Oh, that's like the total, huh? Amount of research done 47. That's not what I wanted to know. What I wanted to know was um yeah, this is the amount. Yeah, this I wanted to know how much they did in particular because I was curious. Bonus increase amount. We're just adding it immediately in there. What we could do instead is have an int here. Research amount. And we'll go like this. And we'll say research amount. And then we'll go to here. Amount of research this person did. We'll go like this actually. And then I'm going to go on a break. County population, first name. I still don't know why I made a first name, last name thing. It's turned into a pain in my ass. And then I'll do this. Okay. I just want to see. It's like a 3-step process to fucking test this thing, though. Somebody texted me, and I keep looking. I can see the notification on my phone. Nobody ever texts me, especially in the morning. At night, I get more texts. Everyone I know sleeps till like noon. So I'm very curious why the fuck someone texted me so early in the morning. I mean, it's 10:45. It's not that early. All right, we gotta assign some research. Donna Howard. So what we want to see here is something over here. Oh, I didn't do it over here. We'll look in the logs, but I want it over there for now. And I use the word did. 10. Let's let that run for a little minute longer here. We're always getting 10s. Donna, let's take a look at your research skill, Donna. Your research skill is a 10? No wonder. What's your so you got a 35% chance to get a no, you're getting a negative. With 35, this is going to be under attribute data. I believe. With a 35, you're going to get a negative 5. So that person has a 5% chance of... I wonder if we have a thing... They might have a negative chance at some point. Then think about that. I'm going to put this under county population. I'm not going to worry about it right now. County population... no, attribute bonus could make a person have a negative amount on their skill check. How are we assigning this? That kind of throws a wrench in things. Maybe we do need this. I was going to put it for the next round, but maybe we need to fix this now. Go up to the top, motherfucker. How are we assigning this research? Because why did that person, I don't remember, why did that person jump on and start researching? Because their research sucks. Why would we pick this person with a research of 10? I bet you their preferred work. Yeah, their preferred work is research. Oh, that's great. So they preferred it. So they got that because they're the first person in the list that their preferred research is research, even though they suck shit at it. They get a happiness bonus. They're also a dummy. You ever have one of those friends that's just like a big doofus? They're always... so yeah, this doofus... that was just some bad fucking luck on this person's part. So let's think about that as the player. What would you do? There's got to be a way to fire someone. Because you just made a research office. And now it's useless. Well, I mean, it's not useless, actually. They're still getting the research. They're just not getting the research bonus. So it would just, yeah, it's not the end of the world. They just don't get the bonus. And that's set to 10, but... yeah, eventually I think we'll have to have some sort of firing mechanism. This is definitely going to be a next round thing, though. Have the player needs to be able to fire someone from a job. Or that's a good idea. Fire. Bribe. Or, you know, like how... you know how, like, in politics where they get someone to step down? What is that called? Coerce. There's the word. Or coerce. There we go. There we go. Like, go over, you know, be like, Bill, come over here. You gotta stop working in research, dude. You're not good at that shit. You need to resign. All right, so that is more notes for the future. Oh, this needs to definitely be converted to a. This is a uh, thing that we have to do. Uh, all right, I'm going to take a quick break, and then I will be back in less than 5 minutes. Let me put in my break timer here. And thank you, Lord Mac. All right, I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. That text message was an advertisement for a pizza place that I used to go to. So, right, I was like, no one texts me this early. My cat came in and he's meowing at me like always. He always meows. Whenever he's awake, he's meowing. Hopefully he'll go to sleep. And I turned off my break timer. What are we doing here? Workday over. That is getting applied now. I guess I didn't check. Research. It seems we're on day 5. That seems about right. We're getting 10. All right, so that is working. Now we need to have it so that they stop. They stop. And we have in here, we actually have a thing where it's check loyalty to see if they still want to work, and if they don't, then they get set to idle. For this is for just normal work. We could pass in generates. We can pass in. What is this county improvement, though? Is it actually checking a county improvement? It is, so we can't use this thing. We can't pass in the county improvement, and it could be... So we need to have 2 checks. Basically, we're gonna have a loyalty check. Let's put this in our little thing here, so that we know what we're doing here. Where's our research? Check loyalty to see if they still want to work there. And then we need a check to see if the research is done. So is this going from a list? It's not going from a list, so we don't have to do this. So if it's going from a list, we have to go do something elsewhere. So if there's, let's say that we have 2 research offices and they come through, this person's going to check. They could be assigned to different stuff. So yeah, we can check here, and maybe, so let's say they're assigned to the same thing though. The first guy finishes it. It's going to add the second guy's work on there, even though it's not necessary. And then it's going to take him off. So you'd have like a wasted day of work. I don't think that's the end of the world. So you have 2 research offices. You have 2 guys researching the same thing. It would be 1 day of wasted research. They would get additional. Yeah, it's just 1 day. Maybe we should put that in a note somewhere. Let's not worry about it. I'll have so many notes at some. Well, I guess I gotta put it in somewhere. I have a research thing. When someone is, if there are more than 1 research offices and they are assigned the same research, then they can waste a day of research. Otherwise, we'd have to have them check first. But then it's not. Yeah, let's not even put this in here. Fuck it. Because it would check first. That's going to be on the player then. I don't think it's the end of the world either. 1 day isn't that big of a deal in the grand scheme of things. Check loyalty to see if they want to work there. So this is. We can make this its own research thing, or we can make this work with research. It wouldn't work anyways. So we're gonna do it. We're gonna do another one of these. This is private. Sure. Well, why are we doing it in here? I guess it's fine. Private. This static too. Okay. Keep researching. County population. County population. And we can put both things in here. So we do a loyalty check. Check for loyalty. If it's false, then we just update it to idle. And because we have that, no, we don't update it to idle. We just null this out and it updates itself to idle. I wonder if I can put a summary on this getter setter. It looks like I can. This automatically will change the person's activity to idle if it is null, and set it to research if something is assigned to it. Man, I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna use this so much. Probably at some point I'll stop using it. I'll be like, why am I using this so much? Whoops. Keep researching. Okay, check for loyalty. If it's false, it sets it off. It just does a loyalty check. Then we want to check if it's finished. Check if the research is finished. Okay, so there is a problem. Well, it's not a problem. We just have to code in or write a little method that has it remove it from that panel and all that shit. Maybe. That may already be in there. We'll see. So if county population dot current research item, oh, it could be null at this point because they could have failed. Okay, so if it's not null and county population current research item amount of research done is greater than or equal to, we could make this look a little prettier so that there's less of this garbage. Let's do this. This is going to equal this. So every time it runs this, it's going to set that. I guess we could just pass in. I got to look behind me when I roll my chair back because sometimes the cat lays back there and I don't want to squish it. It hasn't happened yet, but one day it's going to, and I'm going to feel terrible. And the cat's going to shoot into the air if it can. I was about to say, maybe we don't need the county population, but we do. So we're just going to go. And then we're going to go. Oh, but no, that's fine. Is this going to affect this one? I think it should. We'll do is not loyal enough to keep, no, failed their loyalty check. And then over here, if research item, this is just too long is why I made that equal up there, but now I'm curious. I'm not sure that's going to work. I think we have a getter setter. Is there a thing? Let's look at this. I want to go to the actual research item data. Doesn't look like I have it open. I wish I could just click on this and go to it, or this one. It always does this thing down here, and I don't like it. I'm trying different buttons. Nothing is. I do that all the time. I'm always like, there's got to be a way just to jump to this thing. Is research done? Is actually what we can do. Where was that? Population. We don't need to check this thing. We can go. Research. Is research done? Equals true. Then research item data equals null. And then we'll go, we do want that GD print there. County population, first name, has finished the research. We might want to know the research name, but I'm not going to worry about it. Whoops. Probably don't want that there. Then this will go here. And then this is in the population AI for some reason. I mean, not for some reason. Oh, we need to pass in a county population. And we can go put this here. Put this here. Checks loyalty. And if the research is done. That's enough. We don't need the summaries to be 100 fucking days long here. You know, I never did my test. I never did my test over here to make sure this is going through. I hate doing my test. I don't know why, but I hate it. Why did, oh, this is a local variable? So I don't think this is actually going to work. I don't think this is going to affect this other thing. I think that's what this is kind of telling me to do here, is that this is not going to affect this, so I'm going to do it like this. It's still easier for the check. We can read the check better. It'll be a little bit confusing when I come back to it in 6 months and I don't know what the flying fuck is going on there. And I'll probably be like, why did I do this? And then I'll take this off. But yeah, this needs to be null. And then this is, okay, so let's double check that this is in the right spot. This is under population AI. So I don't know why that one's got a space underneath it. Um, person working at research generates, check learning is done. Do a check of the person working at the research off increases, includes skill learning. Yeah, see, that's pretty awesome. So we're going to add the skill or add their research, and then we keep researching if they do that specific stuff. And that's what this, and the reason why I named it that is I was trying to keep these things consistent, these names. So that should set them, I'm going to double check this. If their loyalty is false, it kicks them out of there. You know what we could do is just return, right? Or do we want to break there? I think we want to break here. God damn it, every time. C# break versus return. Every time. Return. Terminates execution of the function in which appears. We want return. So let's double check this. If they're this, yeah. So this is just going to kick them out of here because we don't need to check this other thing. It's already been, they're false. If this is true, then it will not return and it will do this. And I guess we could do an else if or something. And then if this is done, so that looks right to me. I wonder if we can put like a question mark here and get rid of this. I'm going to ask ChatGPT just to double check because I put that question mark last time, I think, and it was like, not what I thought it did. Set the question mark ensures that the is done only if research perfect. That's what we want. I'm starting to get into these question marks, even though they're strange still to me. We got to deal with all these messages too. We will. Yeah, maybe we'll do that next. And there's another thing I also want to change that I find annoying. It's when you go to here, you gotta like, it closes out of the whole thing instead of going back to this thing. This is that same person. I thought we restarted it, but I guess we haven't gotten to that point yet. Here we go. Here we go, and then we wait. At some point, it's going to get really long. All right. We're going to build our research office. And then I'm just curious now, is this person going to be on there? They're not. Okay, so there's no one's assigned. I'm just double checking the code, you know. Gotta just click at weird times. So that's completed. I actually want to, yeah, and it immediately assigns a worker. Which is that, right? Not resources, god damn it. I guess it is. It just happens to be in the right order. And then we need a data pass. Amount of research Billy did is 12. So then we'll check here. And is it 25? Seems right. Billy's still assigned. So we're going to want to look at, it shouldn't be here. It isn't. And then there's research. Oh my God. What is going on here? Sandra Engineering is having them research what is going on there. Is having them search by interest. Oh, I see. I know what this is. So all of these people, their interest is engineering, so they're all researching basic storage. Wow, there's a lot of people with engineering. That doesn't seem right. Is having. I mean, they don't have that many choices, but that seems like a lot of people. I wonder how many. It doesn't show how many of these there are. That would be nice if this over here said that there was like 10 or whatever on the screen, because that could be everybody. Did we put? That's what this person's 49 interest. Are they dumb shits? They're kind of dumb. We don't have their interest on here. We probably should put their interests on there. Tell me your idea. Get out of here, thing. I can't get to the Barbie. I guess I can. Do you already have this? I know that. I know the grasping of a cool idea feeling. Okay, so I don't have this on this thing. So we need to have, and we probably need to do that before. Add population interest to the description panel. We probably want this. Psychedelics, or to mental health. You know, I saw something that, what was it? Something about I can't remember. Depends on the psychedelic. I have an idea panel somewhere here. Here we go. Drugs that influence skills such as psychedelics. Is there an H in there, really? There's an H and an E. Influencing research. There could be possible bad effects. It's actually a good idea, because even though we're very far from adding in like a second faction or whatever, there could be the main faction. I don't want to get, you know, I've mentioned this before, like having like power armor and stuff, but I don't want that to be until like way later. But that could be a thing where like the main faction, because the main faction is like the technology faction. It's kind of like the more realistic faction. Then there'll be like vampires and whatever, Cthulhu people, and druids. But you could have it so that like you also could get other types of drugs that infect, that like include and give you better combat bonuses or give you whatever. But then, like, you know, you could become a drug addict. And that would be kind of interesting because then you would have to manufacture the drugs. And once again, back to the resource thing where, like, let's say you need some sort of resource that you only can get in one place, but you want to manufacture your drugs that help construction or whatever, so you can build shit faster. You would need to invade that country or set up like a trade deal with them. Yeah, no, I like that idea. Um, let's see. Was there a problem with what I did? Oh, I wanted to check to see that it seems like their interest, everyone's getting assigned the same interest. Let's do this. Oh, I don't know. That's an interesting question too. Like, is drug use, it does warn you sometimes. I was watching a video the other day that they warned that there was spiders in it. I know that was kind of a weird warning. I feel like this isn't working. I think they're all getting assigned. It could be, though. What we need to do, actually, the way to check this is find where this is. We need to do this. We need this. We need to check where this is getting assigned. I think we already checked this, but might as well double check everything. It's under like population generation or something. I don't know why it's not bringing it up. Maybe because it's in. Let's look at county population generation here. Because we did this the other day, but it's strange how these are all getting. We're in the UI spot here. They just made it generic spices. What? like what type of, like, it was just called spices, or we only have a couple of interests is the thing, so I'm wondering if it's. Oh, this is the wrong one. We want this one. Create population. And then we should have. In here, generate interest. Oh, that's why I was in whatchamacallit. When we put this in here, we can do this right here. And we'll see what we got. I think this happened the other day too, where I was looking at I saw a console thing and I was like, what the fuck is that? And then I did all this checking and it turned out it was working fine the whole time. Interests. So we're getting a vast variety of different interests here. So I wonder, once again, it'd be nice if we could know the number that I had here. That's viewed. We don't have 130 of them, obviously. If something's going wrong when it's the research. Oh, I commented that out. We don't need this open. Where was that? That was under lowercase interest. It was that, though. We can skip. This is where it was, or this is where I commented this out. I think it's fine. It's just, yeah, engineering's in the middle too. Let's do one more thing. I have a terrible feeling, and this will double check it. I had another idea here too. Where the fuck was that again? We were just not all enums. No, we know it's working. I was thinking that maybe the county population resource isn't getting copied like the one time. So they're all getting assigned to the same thing at the end. So like the last one, that actually could be happening. What's your problem here? Oh, it's that dumb one. That one that I don't know why it happens. And it's intermittent. I think it's just a Godot bug. So we don't actually have to do anything to have that happen, except for let some time pass. We'll let a day pass. Engineering. So this is in Harney. So let's go. I don't remember which one. Here's Harney. There's 6 people. We can't look in there. Let's look in Wasco. So Wasco is having 2 people research because of engineering. So I think it just looked bad. But let's fix this other thing this issue that I just created. Not here. Combat drugs. We need more games with combat drugs. I guess that's actually a common thing, like in not first-person shooters, but some turn-based games too. Add population interest to let's put this into the description panel right now, because then we can check and it will make life easier to check our work. And so far, what I've encountered is everything that I want to check in, for checking the work, is also something the player probably wants to see. What are we on? This is the wrong description panel. We want this one. That big long pause is because, do I want to? Yeah, I should. Okay. We're going to do the localization here, too. The fuck are we? We should be doing this all the time, but I haven't been. And I was before I streamed, I was like, I should just do this all the time. So we're going to need a word here. This panel keeps getting smaller. So probably we have preferred work. Let's put above preferred work. We'll put, this is on the right panel. We'll put, I bet you we can just duplicate this. Yeah. And we can do this. We're going to call this interest title label. And then we're going to call this interest. Oh, I moved the wrong one. Motherfucker. Oh, I didn't move the wrong. Go back. Go back. Oh, I can't go back. Alright, there we go. Go back one more. You should be down here. No, not there. You go to there. I fucked this all up. And this is just gonna be, sounds like gunshots outside my house. Like a lot of them. Well, it stopped. So I think what I just did here was bad. I should be okay. My house is made of lath and plaster unless they come through my window. So it's pretty thick. I moved in when I lived in San Diego. I moved into this apartment, and our first night there was like a gun battle outside, and me and my roommate were like, "Fuck, dude." First night, then like within a week, they raided another apartment building. The cops did. Oh no, it's someone just using like a hammer, some sort of hardcore hammer next door. With my headset on it, everything's all muffled. And then within the next week, they like did a drug raid on the neighbor's house. It was surprising that the apartment looked all nice, during the day. We rented it, and then at night, there was like a gang war going on. So this is what I think I renamed. It doesn't. I bet you if I build it, it might get fucked up. We seem to be okay. Because this one, I think, actually went to the right spot. All right, so then this one, we're going to call this over here. Title, interest. And then we're going to go. And then we're going to translate this. I forget how I did this before. I think there was like, a translate button. From English to English. Not very. Look at how long it took for the thing to kick in. We're doing Spanish over here as our test language. And then sometimes I remember it didn't like the copying there. That time it did. Okay, so then we can copy this and put this back over here. We definitely, and this is a thing, you definitely don't want that thing there, that extra, because it fucks it up. It doesn't translate it. This way we can tell if there's a mistake there. And then let's change this one. Okay. And then we don't have these interests in here yet. We probably should. Get the fuck out of here, Excel. Let's double check our skills too while we're here. Like I said, I should be like on top of this shit at all times. All right, so enums, but I haven't been. It'll make life easier if I keep on top of this. So for skills, we have construction, cool, farm, fish, labor, lumberjack, research, rifle, scavenge. That is all good. We're going to go down to up to interests. We're going to go interest underscore botany. And then we're going to copy this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We need 6 more of these, or 5 more of these. Six total. And then this is going to be biology. And then this one, man, I'm used to this There's this other program called Access that I use all the time. It has different things. Bumblebee, how's it going? Long time no talk. How's your game going? I think last time you were working on like multi-threading or something, right? Information, and then I needed one more. Politics. I don't know if that even did anything. I mean, if it was easier copying and pasting that crap. Yeah, do it. I wonder if I can copy this whole list. Yeah, so we'd like to see. I remember it's like I said, sometimes it was hard to get this to actually copy here. Yeah, there was a way I was fixing this too. Like I was, yeah, this is what I was doing. And I like tried to like get it to paste into there, but it didn't work. Okay. So now we have this crap done. I think it gets mad though if this is open when we're doing things. I think that's why there's this bug down here. And I would be wrong. That's not why that bug's down there. We do need to add into this description panel, though. We need to have export private label interests label. You know, this is the last time we were talking. I was thinking, and it's probably. I mean, I know that this isn't always a good idea, but I was just thinking about in general, like, you know, with multi-threading. There's a few games I've played where it said like, you know, like they don't run that well, and I've looked up on their Discord and stuff, and it's always like, yeah, this game sucks. It maxes out the CPU even using multi-threading, and I just was thinking, like, isn't there a way to offload some of this shit to the graphics card? I think your game's 3D though, so it's probably you don't want to do that. But I was like, isn't there a way to do that in some games? Because a lot of times you have like the more powerful graphics card, and if it's not in use, feels like it should be. All right, we got to close this thing, and then we got to go back into here and let's just make this thing its own thing. I was thinking about putting it inside preferred work, but then we're just gonna do this same. I guess I was gonna copy and paste this, but it's pretty much everything I have to change is interest, label, text, county population, interest, toString. What are we doing here? There used to be in the good old days of computing, you could buy a math coprocessor for your. Wonder why. One of these. I'm gonna look at something I just noticed. Maybe I clicked on it. One of the chat messages is like highlight. Oh, it's gone now. The one about drugs was highlighted, and I thought maybe it got blocked or something. But you could buy a math coprocessor that you put on top of your CPU, and it was like that was the shit back in the day, getting your math coprocessor. I don't think this is set up right. And what I mean is, I think this needs to translate the skill name. There's an easy way to check this, actually, unless I have something busted. We can go to project settings. It's under localization. No, it's not. We got to close this thing, though. It's under localization over here. Drugs. I feel like I feel like there's a lot of like my conversations are pretty mellow, but maybe because I always see these clips, you know. Where you, for the bugs that you had never seen before, would you find examples on the internet? Or, yeah, this is working. So I guess I did that. Where did I do this? Oh, I didn't do it with these. Um, it, yeah, I know that. And afraid and confused. Man, I feel like every time I'm trying to write like a professional work message, I make some mistake like that because I'm also in a hurry. I can't remember. Oh, I remember where I put this. Okay, so the interest. So the skill data is different than interest. So if we look at our skill data, I manually typed in. This should see, yeah. So it says that interest is different. I wonder if I can make. I think I can. I can just go like. I think I can just assign a word to this. I'm almost positive. Yeah, when they're sometimes, you know, do you ever get this when you search for a bug? Like you'll put Godot at the beginning or whatever, or C sharp or whatever, but when you search for it, all you can find is like someone has encountered this bug in some other program. Like it's not like the people are complaining about Godot or anything, but it's like some add-in for some other program, and then you're like trying to figure out what they um what in flying fuck is this thing talking about? No, no, no. I meant like, oh my God, it like it. No, nah. I meant like botany equals botany, comma. Um, I swear, no, I swear that there's an easier way to do this. Um, C sharp enum with string. I swear there's one that they did it with like oh, okay, I was wrong. I wonder what I was thinking of. Where they did in days of the week. What a pain in my ass. string enums. C# enum days of the week. That's... I wonder what I'm thinking of. Because it obviously isn't an enum. I thought it was like comma something, but all of these are quite complicated over what I'm thinking of. Um, so if that's the case, we probably... I was just trying to be lazy. Again. um, uh, so this is returning... No, what is this shit? Yeah, it's returning a string. It's like inside another thing. Using the toString method. Oh, maybe this is part of what I was thinking of. That wouldn't work, though, for what I wanted. Um, so what I'm thinking is that maybe we need to have a resource for interest, because once again, like, when you think about it as the player, if they saw, let's say that this actually worked and there was an interest in here that, wherever my shit is, there was an interest there right here that said biology. It'd be nice if like you could have a tooltip on it or something that showed the description of what biology is. I mean, we know what biology is, but what does it mean in the context of the game? You know, when we hover over it, does that mean that their interest in biology is that they just care about animals or something, you know, or is the context that it's medicine and blah blah blah? This includes medicine, etc., etc., etc. Because we already don't we already have this question in here, and so the player is going to have that question as well, and so we're gonna have a tooltip, so which would have a description. So we probably need to make an interest data. Oh, shit, another hour's passed. I don't know. I once again this morning before I started streaming, I was like, this time today we're gonna get through this round. All I did was add more shit. Okay, let's do this. I'm gonna I'm gonna take a break here in a second, but let me create a new resource here, a new script that's gonna be called open that up for me or not. I don't think it's going to. I went too far. I'm starting to have like kind of a lot of well, we need to add a folder in here too. A lot of shit in here. I don't know what I just did there. This is going to be a resource, and we're not going to need this. We're not going to need this. We're gonna do like export string. I'm just gonna put name. I know I keep flip-flopping on that. And then we're gonna do export string description. And then we need a global class up here. You know, Bumblebite, people occasionally like kind of ask or wonder what the time frame on my game will be. Do you have a time frame on yours? I guess. Wild speculation. And I'm gonna go on a break. And let me put up my break timer. And I'll be back in this 5 minutes. Hey, the break timer works on this computer. I wonder why it doesn't work on my other one. Anyways, I'll be right back. All right, I am back. Wow, that was a longer break than I felt. It's crazy. Have you ever guys ever noticed shower time? Like you're in the shower, it feels like you're in there for 5 hours and it's 40 seconds. It's great. Or the reverse. I don't know. What's so great about showers? I mean, I said that like I was against it, but no, I'm pro. The showers are the best. Baths are disgusting. You just stew in your own filth. Anyways, what were we talking about? 6 months. Wow. Oh, then you're well. That's a different problem. Um, yeah, that's the problem with this game is the scope keeps growing. What's that called? Scope creep. Um, and I mean, it's a never ending. Um, it's never gonna be done. Even if I was, a pro and got 10 times the amount of hours, per hour that because I was better at programming. Um, I mean, if you can get in early access and it's not a buggy mess, you can make some money to continue programming. Like I like that part of. Oh man, I like that part of early access. That I got to ban this person is why I was saying, oh man. This person's account was created in 2020. I think they must get into other people's dead accounts, is what they do. Like viewers. Or I guess they could have them sit there. That would be some long-term planning, though. And I've never had anyone be like, wait, I'm not a bot. It's always they're bots. Yeah, that's so early access. Like that's the good side is when it can help a developer, like an indie developer, continue improving their game. But the bad part is when all the shitty scam bullshit happens in early access where they just keep releasing games and then start a new game and re-release it in early access. I feel like that's a new thing, or games never get finished. They're just a buggy mess. Ravier, who's that? Or oh, I can't click on here. 1 second. Favorite type of pasta? I just wanted to follow real quick. I'm trying to find more people to watch on Twitch because I would say 95% of the time, none of the people that I have on my list, and I guess I never followed you, Bumblebite, so I just did, and so I didn't forget. There, I did it in the middle of my stream there. Usually I don't like fuck around with that stuff, but I didn't want to forget. What are everyone's favorite type of pastas? So I used to be a big spaghetti guy, but I like I don't even know the name of it, but it's like the squirrely ones, the curly ones, because it holds more of the sauce, I feel like spaghetti doesn't hold the sauce. No, it's like the generic shit. I get like piles of it. I get big bags of it. Here we go. Here's a picture. Oh, well, that would also work. I didn't know that, but I was thinking more. Actually, I think I have some of this now at my house. Any of this would work great. Do I skip streaming math-related stuff? No, I stream everything. I'm not sure what you mean, though. No, this shit would be great. The Fusilier, That's what I should get next time. I think I have this. I don't know what I was thinking of. Maybe that. What about you, Lord Mac, or all of chat? um, let's see here. So we're back to this thing. I try to stream all of it. Occasionally I work on stuff offline, but I try to stream all of this game. Tag. Now I gotta go back to that. Here's a different one. Does this have different stuff? No, it's fine. Tagliatelle. Oh, that shit's pretty good too. What is that stuff called? I'm trying to think of this particular dish. Has like a white sauce on it. No, I pasta is pretty good just in general. I'm not gonna turn down. And I'd be like, ew, spaghetti. Clam chowder, no. We gotta create a bunch of these so I can do this while we actually gotta open this thing up again anyways. I'm gonna go down to my interests, and then we're gonna go to our folder over here. Up to my folder, I guess. Create new resource. Gotta build it first. I used to go to this like medium quality. What the hell is the name of that place? It was like a steak place that had a steak and pasta place that had some pretty good pasta. This is a pointless story because I can't remember the name of the place. Mamma Mia's, that's the name of it. It was like higher quality, but for the price. Botany. How am I doing these other ones? Yeah, perfect. I didn't want to make sure I wasn't naming them something strange at the end. Botany, biology, engineering. Whoops. Engineering. Nothing can be easy, right? Humanities. Information. That probably should be IT, but whatever. Politics. We could always just put IT in the name. See, this is all because I opened up this stupid spreadsheet. Warfare. All right. Then we're going to go from here and put this here. Put these all in here. This is why people don't want to do the localization part. Why you see so like on Discords, I see all the time indie developers like, well, I got to do localization now, and it's like some horrible motor vehicles. Yeah, I don't know. We haven't gotten to that part. We'll definitely want to put in, it could be engineering, probably want to have it its own thing though. Maybe it did, so the interest mostly depends, it affects the fuck is going on here. Oh, was I on the wrong one? These are all fucked up now. This is one of the problems with Godot. One of its minor things is you got to really make sure you've clicked on to the next thing. Um, yeah, I don't know what we'll do with that, especially because lower, like you're not going to get vehicles like that. Won't be well. It could, I guess it could be a tier 1 research. I don't know. We're gonna have to put a note for that. We're gonna put it. Let's put a note under our research ideas. We'll have some interest vehicles, or is that part of engineering? There we go. And we'll have to keep that going there. Yeah, that's gonna be. It's gonna be. That's speaking about speaking about like scope creep. You got different types of vehicle, planes, space vehicles. I don't know. All right, so we did that part. We got our interests. And then back to this whole thing that we were getting to here. We're going to go, let's look at our skill data actually and see how we're doing. I think we had to do it kind of strange. Not strange, but we had to make it so that this returned the correct name with the translation in here. Except it doesn't look like I have it. Look at all this shit. I don't know what this is anymore. So let's get rid of it. And I'm not going to look at it. So we have these checks in here. Where was I doing that skill? That was under, where right here. I guess it was just fine. It was just doing it that way. Except this is an enum. Definitely behead the zombie code. This is an enum. So what we're gonna actually do here is we got more steps. I've been sticking everything in arrays up here just because. And I just had an idea. No, it's not going to work. Well, let's look at it. I just had an idea here. Can I? A Godot collections dictionary. All enums, interests, comma, interests data, interests. What if I go over here and I build this thing? Except I forgot a key component here. Come on. And then what happens if I do this? Um, Dog shit is what happens when I do this. um, I was hoping I could pick. I can pick what, like, pick the thing, um, the interest, and then just drag and drop in a thing here. Denny, how's it going? I only speak English, sadly. Um, I wonder, no, because I can't do that either. I need to be able to either type in here or pick something. There's nothing. Like I have a dictionary inside a dictionary. That's not going to work. Um, oh, and it remembers this dictionary that I put in here. How strange. um, all right, well, that's not going to work. I was trying to be lazy again. Um, so what we'll do here instead is we will make this an array of interest data, and then that will be the interest. Then we can put these in here. What do we need? 6 of these? I think it was 6. And then we can go back to here. And we can put these in here. I need to add something to interest though. This needs to have is that what I called this? I think I did. I'm doing good. How are you? Just adding a new thing in here. We're gonna have to build this. Yeah, then we're gonna go like this. I'm trying to think if there's an easier way to do this. Oh, part of this problem is that this isn't alphabetical. That's gonna fuck everything up here. I gotta build this again. Yeah, I'm using Godot as the game engine, and I'm using the C# version of Godot, and I'm making a 2D 4X game, and I'm learning C# and Godot at the same time as I'm making this game. So far, it seems okay. Probably a longer process than I originally imagined. I guess now I was joking about this thing 5 years from the beginning. So this we can now put in here: biology, botany, engineering, Humanity. Where did I count 6? Because there's 7. Warfare. All right, so this... I guess we have to create a... I guess we're going to have to create a dictionary. The thing that I want to be able to do, basically, on this screen is pretty much... No, you know what? I don't need to do that. I can just go... I didn't make these. This needs to be public. County population. I don't know. I'm overthinking this, I think, again. I overthinked it. Thunked it. I overthunked it. It is public. Oh, but it doesn't have a name. So this needs to change then to an interest data. And that's going to bust our other thing. This needs to be an interest data. I didn't overthunk it after all. Then this, when it, not that. This is a different thing. We need to change this thing too, though. I was, when I was typing this in, I was like, I don't think this is right. Interest type. And then we're going to go back here and go, not there, back to here and go, no, not there. One of these things, interest type equals interest type. Why are you giving me some shit here? They might, what language you speak? Godot might have the translation. For its interest is an interest data, interest type, and it's private though. Man, this is surprisingly, all of these need to be public. Once again, I usually stream on weekends. This this thing I usually stream on weekends, just Saturday and Sundays. So this, now we need to fix this thing. Our research data has the wrong shit in here. I should have just pre-planned this, but I guess I didn't think it through very much. I thought I could do it the easy way, but that was not true. Yeah, it's just Saturdays and Sundays. I used to have another channel where I stream video games, and that I usually do it on Tuesdays and Thursdays now. I used to do it a lot more frequently, but not anymore. Am I a lecturer? No, I'm an IT guy. So this should be name. Once we get this working, that should already now kick in. Yeah, I know. Interest type. Oh, but we have the wrong thing on the county improvement now too. So county improvement we got to fix as well, and they're all going to be busted. Man, that's what so this is like me being lazy, screwing me over in the long run. Where did I put this in some weird spot too? Or maybe that was a different thing. Here it is. This needs to be an interest data. Then this would be interest type. You know, it doesn't actually, we don't need to do my interest type. We can just do straight. We can check like that. Why do I show? I just thought it would be interesting to attempt to stream my whole learning process. Maybe it'd be beneficial to someone else, like if they saw it and been like, "Oh my God, it's taking this guy forever to do this." Um, so this needs to return now an interest data, and this is where the problem's going to be. Is we need to pull, so we get the random. This interest is correct. I guess we could get it. I was thinking we would pull it from a dictionary, but actually, now that I'm thinking about it, we could just do this. We could just get a random from an array, because we have that array now. Except this array is not set up right. This isn't set up right. We need public static. It could be valuable, I guess. I mean, everything I'm doing, I'm learning from online, you know. So it's like, it's available to other people, other people already. And I don't think anyone's gonna watch my streams and be like and learn how to program from my streams because, well, for one, I don't know what I'm doing and I'm just learning as I go. But I think maybe people would find it interesting to like skip around because I have so many of them. What am I on right now? I'm on. This is the 160th stream. So if we go 160 times, they're generally about 3 hours. That's almost 500 hours of stuff. I'm sure some AI has been trained on me at this point. Trained poorly. The AI just cusses a lot at this point, probably. So then we need instance equals this. There's a little dot right here. We do need that to be public. Wonder why you knew that. Then we're going to go back to, where was that thing? Here. So this neat little thing we wrote, I guess we don't need. I'm going to do this. Oh, we need a namespace in here too. And then this got to go. And then we can do this. And then we can go to Chat GPT here. I want to get one random interest returned from this array. And then we'll just have it write its shit. It's using something strange though. We really only want this part. Does Godot's return? We're gonna use the C sharp. I don't even know why I asked Godot to do this or ChatGPT to do this because it's pretty. So that's some basic shit. But we can just do this. We're gonna do this differently though. Fuck you. Random. New. Got a new random. We'll go random dot next because I do it. I don't use the Godot one. It doesn't really probably matter if I use the Godot one or not. Yeah, this is some basic shit. I don't know why I asked chat. I don't know. Maybe it had a better way of doing it. So this should return a random interest. And then we go back to that generation thing. And instead of using this, we're going to go, this is going to be an interest data. And then this will be, get rid of this whole thing actually. Instance, did I make that thing public? Get random interest. And then we'll put this back here. And then we'll go name. And then we'll see what we get out of this. Because this is already, what is your problem? We can make you static. All right, let's make you static. And then we're going to wait for the bug to appear because I think I'm using this already. Oh, actually, we're just using it right here. And I guess it doesn't give a shit if it's static or not. So let's run this real quick and make sure that all those fucked up changes we just did. I cannot believe that 3 hours is almost passed already. Oh, I left this thing open. We got to close that or we get issues. I was looking at on my list here, I have a list of things that I need to get back to or just like look at, you know, and one of them was this singleton that I'm going to move this up that closes everything. And I think there's another way I could do it besides the drag and drop way so that it loads. Because I do have an auto load thing that loads before everything else. I think what I would do is say I would have to use get children, but I could put in like get child for each one of these or hide. Skip the first two. And like that, maybe that I'll like write offline. That way we don't have to worry about that shit happening and me having to go back. Why is the programming language only in English? Why is it not compatible with other countries? I think it is. I think you just pick your language. I don't know if that's a project setting or something. There's probably somewhere, let's see, Godot, C# is definitely, C# is definitely in many, many languages because that's made by Microsoft. It thinks I'm talking about programming languages. Let's call it localization. Except that's just going to bring up on how to do it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's multiple choices for languages for Godot, but I don't know what they are. You know, it shows me the English ones because I have my things in English, but I would bet that there's many, many, many languages. That would be my guess. List of features. What spoken languages does Godot support? It thinks, so ChatGPT is often wrong about Godot, but it thinks it supports these ones. And I would bet if your language isn't on here, you could, like it was saying, you can edit it yourself, but I bet you could get together with other people in the community. So the Godot community is actually pretty good. I would say it's better than the Unity one. There's more people in the Unity one, but the Unity one's more assholes. Uh, the assholes outshine the nice people in the Unity one. In Godot, I feel like there's a lot more. There are some assholes, but um, let's double check that what I did here. So that is giving them random interests. So that part works. Now we got to stick in this other part. Actually, we already did it in preparation. Except we didn't assign, something has been assigned wrong. Yeah, I don't think I assigned this label. Here it is right here. Let's try this again. And for the video game I'm making, I'm actually working on the localization as I go. I'm only working with Spanish right now because that's the second language that I'm most familiar with, though. It's my familiarity is quite low. So that looks right to me. Let's switch this back to English. Let me just get this out of there for our testing, and then let's go back to this. And let's see now. Boom, it works. That wasn't that bad. That wasn't that bad at all. Just had to make it. I gotta remember that whenever I try to just make it the easy shit, it just gives me more work later. But I guess I didn't really think through the interest thing at all. I was just like, yeah, we need an interest. Let's make it an enum and let's go. How much time do I have? 13 minutes. Let's go back to this thing. We've done this. We can close this thing. And this we did. We did this. This is earlier. Did we? I don't think we ever tested this, that they actually stop working. Did we test that? Let's bump. Nah, let's leave it at 100. Actually, we should be able to test it just like this. We need to first build a county improvement of the research office, and then we'll run that for a day, or until we see the event thing pop up. Why didn't the event thing pop up? Oh, no, we're getting bugs. If county interest typed, our thing isn't working. Did I change? Oh, you know what? There's going to be all sorts of things that we need to fix. And if that thought flashed through my mind, and then yeah. We need to put these interests in here. I wish I could just pull it from a list. I guess I could. Here's a list right here. Fishing, what did we, botany? No. Biology? Sure. Gardening? What did we, no, not biology. Botany? Lumberjacking. What did we decide that was? Engineering, I think. Research is going to be, whoops. Research, information, warehouses was We didn't use any humanities, I guess. Uh, engineering, I suppose. Okay, now let's run this again. I think there was another spot too where we needed to update that, but I've already forgotten. Like I said, it flashed through my head, and I was like, oh yeah, we're gonna need to do that, and then I immediately forgot. All right, so that's okay. We need to run this for a day. We got a bug. We got to find out where this is. Interest type research data. There we go. That was the second thing. Basic production. I think that was engineering. Research, information, storage. You know, I think I had questions about production. Like I was thinking it might be something else, but I'm gonna put these both. This is gonna it's not necessarily gonna throw. It depends if we coded it in for if there. It should hit the first one, but the first one's already done, so it should go to the next one. So then, well, I don't know if we actually program that in though. That's for like the programming by interest. Okay, it is working. So basic production was engineering, and it skipped down to basic storage. So that is working. Then we'll do the researcher's office. Need a data pass. Probably want this to speed up a little bit. Then, did this finish? It's still under construction. There we go. That's completed. Is this going to be done already? It's almost already done. Adam is on there. Wow, he's low on the list. Amount of research Adam did, amount of research Adam did. We just got to make sure that this stops. And it looks like it has, so we'll check research. Research is done. Oh, we got a bug in here though. This is a bug because there's no researcher assigned there. We gotta check. You have a good day too, and no problem. Tell me if you start making a game, and we can work on it. I mean, you'll do all the work, but I'll watch. All right, let's do this part again, and let's do this, and they're working at the. Hey, this says work at the research. Earlier it was saying research. I wonder if it kicks off like the next day it switches to. It says work until he gets assigned. I bet you that's it. I don't know. Maybe that's what we want. It does. Okay, I'm going to put a note in here. I don't know if we want to change that. That was a bug, but we might keep it. It says work when someone is working at a research office but not researching, meaning the player has not assigned research for them. That actually might be a good thing. Go up to the top. We're going to put this. This list just keeps getting longer. I'm never going to be done with this one little part. We haven't even gotten to the AI researching shit. Stop research. This is done. I mean, that's what we're testing right now. This is just kind of a note. Actually, this should probably be over here, because we are going to need to look into that. We're going to need to put a thing that it should be never below 0. And then there's also in my pen and paper game that I'll never release because I'm never going to finish it. But the concept of that is if you roll a 1, it's like a critical success and you always succeed. And if you roll 100, you always fail. So maybe we need to put that in there too. So even if you had a negative, if you rolled a 1, you would. And it's the opposite of normal. Like normally, you know, the higher is better, but not this. So this was kind of, we need to check. I keep clicking resources. We need to assign. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. We got another bug. All right, I guess that will be it for right now. You can assign the person working in the research office multiple times to a research. All right, I'm going to convert this to an issue. And then I'm going to call it a day. We're going to push this code to whatever, GitHub. That's these two things. I really want to fix this one. I don't know why, but that's like a priority for me. But our localizations all worked. No problem. Thanks for dropping by. It's always fun to talk to people. What did I do? Research office. People at research office will now stop researching when their loyalty is check fails or if the research is done. Not tested very well. We should probably test that more tomorrow. All right. Yeah, the localization is going to be a thing. I should have done it from day one, but yeah. It'll be like, you know, as long as I keep working at it and chip away at it, it won't be as painful as trying to go back and do all the shit at once. But anyways, that's it for me. Thank you guys for joining me. I will talk to you tomorrow, most likely.